What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Have you ever seen the eyes on this guy? I mean, this guy's been through the shit right here. This guy knows some things. He's seen it. He has seen it, but he's not talking. He is not talking. Today is Friday. That means Zur is back in the tower. He's hanging out right over here near the Vanguard vendors. And he's actually got some really good loot this week, guys. A couple of things that I highly recommend. One of those, even to veterans. So, of course, we've got the Legacy Engram this week. It's boots. This will give you a pair of exotic boots at year 1 power levels. I can't imagine why anybody's buying these. I think it's time for Bungie to just get rid of this because I really have no idea why it's still here. The Glass House for Titans. This isn't a particularly good roll. It's at 76% of the total. It could be in strength and intellect, so this would be a reroll with Glass Needles if you pick it up. The main perk here is Bathed in Light. Blessing of Light and Weapons of Light last longer. This is situationally good. Being able to pop a bubble and then run around with Blessing of Light or Weapons of Light for longer can be good. It can be useful in PvP. I don't find that I use it. There's so many great exotics for Titans, like the Armamentarium, or there's a bunch of good ones. I don't find that I use it for PvE or PvP. In PvE, I guess it would be good if you wanted to use Weapons of Light and bring that DPS with you further. But I find that for the most part, I just pop that bubble where I need to do DPS from, and then just step in and step out of it. So I've never really had much of a use for the Glass House. I don't really recommend it. This has got Ashes to Assets, Heavy Lifting, and Infusion on it. Next up, one I do recommend, the Gravitron Forfeit. The reason for this is Elusive Shadow is a great perk. Unlocks the Night Stalker subclass node Shade Step for free. That's great. If you use Shade Step, it's awesome to be able to get another perk on top of that by using the Gravitron Forfeit. Shade Step is a really effective ability for Night Stalkers. So I don't use Night Stalkers that often, and that's to my detriment. It's really effective in PvP. This one comes with increased intellect and increased strength. Here's the thing. This comes with a 99% roll, which is fantastic. So this will get you to tier 12. This is a tier 12 capable piece of gear right from Zur, and that's really nice. It's also got Inverse Shadow, Heavy Lifting, and Infusion. So check out the roll you've got on the Gravitron Forfeit if you're a veteran. You may find that this is actually a better roll than what you already got. You may not like the intellect and strength. That really depends on how you like to play your hunter. But it is a 99% roll, and that's pretty nice. All right, next up for the Warlocks, we got the Claws of Ahamkara featuring the Whispers. Gain an additional charge for all Warlock melees. Also, you got Snap Discharge to increase the melee attack speed. We got increased discipline and strength here, but we've only got a 78% roll on that, which is pretty low, so you're definitely going to want to re-roll these with Glass Needles if you pick it up this week. And, of course, we got Pulse Rifle Loader and Shotgun Loader. Look, we all know how good Warlock melee is right now, especially for Stormcaller. If you're an aggressive player, if you rush in with a shotgun, this can be a highly effective exotic. If you tend to stay back with a sniper rifle, maybe not so much. But, shotgun rushing with double melees, Stormcaller melees, very, very effective. So you may want to check these out. At least give them a shot. The weapon of the week this week is the Zalo Supercell. Look, the Zalo Supercell is a great weapon. This was introduced with the Taken King, and it's the only current light level primary with Arc Burn on it. And it's fantastic, especially when the Strike playlist or the Nightfall has an Arc Burn modifier on it. You'll see that everybody's using this thing. So if you don't have a Zalo Supercell or you're new to Destiny, you're definitely going to want to prioritize this weapon because it's going to help you so much leveling up in Strikes and doing Nightfalls. You definitely want to get this. For PvP, I don't love it. I've seen people be effective with it. It's not one of my favorite weapons. It's not at the top of the meta. But for PvE, sometimes it's invaluable. It's got CQB ballistics, smart drift control, aggressive ballistics, persistence, hammer forged, rifle barrel, brace frame. I tend to run it with brace frame because it can get a little bouncy without it. Bolts from the blue. Double kills with this weapon charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. Very similar to how the bad juju works. And then, of course, we have a couple of ornaments. And I actually really like that shock hazard ornament. I think that looks fantastic. For Curios, we've got the Plasma Drive and Emerald Coil to upgrade your blue rare quality Sparrow to legendary status and change the color of the contrail. We've got Heavy Ammo Synth. You can either buy 3 of them for 1 strange coin or 10 of them for 3 strange coins. We got 3 coins and glass needles. If you're going to buy the Claws of Ahamkara or the Glass House, you're definitely going to pick up some of these glass needles to re-roll these things because the rolls on those aren't very good this week. Of course, we got Motes of Light and Exotic Shards. So it's actually a pretty good week. You know, the best I think that we can expect from Zur at this point. I don't know if Zur is ever going to start selling exotics that are like Iron Banner status where across the board he's got perfect rolls. But having a very high roll on that Gravitron forfeit is great. Getting the Zalo Supercell is excellent as well. We'll be doing another Destiny video today. I know there hasn't been a whole lot of Destiny content this week. I have been very much involved in playing Resident Evil 7, and that's been fantastic. I do have some news I want to talk about in a longer format today. And also, I wanted to mention the podcast showdown that will be happening on Saturday between the Destiny Community Podcast and the Planet Destiny Podcast. We'll be fighting it out for charity for St. Jude's. You can watch it over on the Guardian Con Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/GuardianCon. And that'll be happening on Saturday at, I believe it's 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And that's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to have a blast doing that. Raise some money for, curing and kids, and just having a good old time over on the Guardian Con channel. Everybody competing will be streaming that, but the Guardian Con will have live announcers, we'll have shoutcasting, and they'll be plucking bits and pieces out of the stream to highlight on the big screen. It should be a really fun time. So look forward to that this Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'm going to let this Guardian leave. I'm not going to jump off. Not doing it. I did it.